Hello friends, Kate Charming here. Another day, another dollar, so they say. Sleep was not my friend. Neither is like the weather or like my body in general. So I've got this weird thing going on with my hands right now. My lips have been so chapped that they hurt. So yesterday I had to get lip chap. I got two different types. I got one that's an overnight and it's polysporin. And I got my regular extra hydration Blistex that I normally get. And then I got this hand cream that burned like a mofo. But apparently that's fine. I don't know. So I'll be using that a lot in the next few days. It's just been so cold and stuff. I spent a lot of time looking at different things for recording and stuff like that last night. New microphones, tripods, stuff like that. Cameras. But yeah. But that's what I do in my free time. Which is weird. I don't know. Maybe you think it's weird. I don't know. My mind's always on what I can do to make this experience a little more flawless or a little higher quality, I guess. There's nothing wrong with using my phone. I am using the front-facing camera so that I can see what's going on. So the picture's not as good as if it was on my on the good camera on the back of the phone. But I can't see what's going on there. Yeah. So I've been trying to find cameras that have like that flip out or flip up screen on them. They're really expensive. Camcorders, you'd need to get a lens for it because they're like this. Hi guys. And nobody wants that. You guys didn't even want that and you got it, so you're welcome. So yeah, it's just very, I don't know. Can't wait till I get comfortable enough where I can do this out in the open and not care. You know what I mean? If I ever get there. That's part of what this is all about, right? Helping myself get over being scared of people. I'm really good at pep talks, but I just never take my own advice. You need a pep talk. I got you. I'd use my hands right now, but they're so cold that I'm sitting on them. It's like -7 right now. Goodness knows what it is with the windshield. See, do you see all of this? Do you see, like... Let me just show you what I'm working with right now. This is not comfortable. So I want to get one of those ones and click in there and it just points at me so that you can just get better audio without the wires. And I don't have to worry about looking down like this and talking right into the microphone and it getting really, really loud. Not this is bad. This is not a bad microphone. I just need a better one. I mean, it does the trick now. And it's been working for us for... I say us because, you know, this channel would still go on without you guys, but come on. The few dedicated fans I do have are phenomenal. And I appreciate it. I want to know why... The video where I was like, I hate past me for making me yawn, got like a lot of views. That one boggles my mind. I don't understand. I just don't. Right, yawn to the side, Darcy. Yawn to the side, because yawning into the mic is just rude. And yawning and having everybody see, like, the back of your mouth isn't all that great either. Yeah, I've been looking into different options because I find that I'm a stickler myself for quality when it comes to a video. So the fact that I'm putting out videos that I don't find as good quality as I would watch myself is kind of bothersome to me. But I also know that I'm not in a position right now to do better at this point. I have to save, because right now I can't do anything. That's okay. I'm not too worried right now. Not even a little bit. So yesterday, oh my gosh. So have you ever witnessed one of those I want to speak to your manager moments? Yeah. So you know how awkward those are, and you're looking at the person like, are you serious right now? For real, bro? Especially when it's nobody's fault. Like, it's just really busy. Now, have you ever had one of those moments while picking up your medication, and instead of I want to speak to your manager, it's I want to speak to the pharmacist? I had one of those moments yesterday. So I have to be more polite. It's a Canadian thing. I could get my Canadian citizenship revoked. I'm just kidding. I can't. That's not a thing. You're not polite enough. You can't. Leave Canada, please. You need to leave Canada, please. Yeah, no. If that was the case, nobody would live in Canada. So I had to pick up my medication after work. And because, like, it's getting to that point, like, I only have enough medication. Well, I only had enough medication. What is up with my hair right now? I only had enough medication to last me to Sunday, which is not enough because then things are closed for the next 2 days and I can't be unmedicated. I go insane, especially on Christmas. Can't happen. So I stopped to get my medication. Now, I hadn't put my new plan in action. Like, it makes me sound like I went to, like, case the joint or something. No, like, my new medical plan, it hadn't been actioned yet in the system, so I had to do that. And then they were like, no, we can't give you 90 pills. We'll only give you 30 at a time. And I'm like, fine, I don't care. Just give me my meds. I'm going to need them. Just please. And so they're like, okay, well, to put this through, it's going to take us a couple minutes. So do you mind waiting? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, cool, whatever. After I waited, like, forever because it was such a long lineup, because I think everybody had the same idea I did. Let's get our medications before the weekend. And there was a lineup when I went in. So I had already been waiting like a good, 10 minutes maybe. And then they're like, hey, can you wait? And I'm like, sure, whatever. I got nothing to do. Like, it was after work. I had nowhere to go. So I went and I sat down and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And this lady comes in and she knows one of the workers or whatever that are there. She's like, hi. She's like, hey. And she's like, I called my prescription in. No, I faxed my prescription in and I called and they told me it was going to be a half an hour. It's been a half an hour. It wasn't ready, which makes sense. It was so busy there. I thought that all of those, like, people in the, like, the pharmacists or whatever, or the people, pharmacy technicians or whatever they're called, they were run ragged. Like, I felt so bad. And I was like, dude, do you not understand? Like, you're not the only one here. I understand that you may have faxed. One, why are you faxing anything? It's 2017. Just saying. And she's like, and I told them I was really sick. I'm like, I'm pretty sure everybody's really sick if they're here. So don't get up on your high horse, old lady. Because she was an older lady. And it goes back to one of those attitudes that I said, like that entitlement attitude that like, I am more deserving, or I think this is ridiculous because I don't think that this should take this long. Guess what, lady? You aren't a pharmacy technician or pharmacist, and you can see them working their butts off in there. They're not slacking. They're all doing something. And she's like, I want to speak to the pharmacist. And I'm like, this is not happening right now. This is not happening right now. Did she just pull a, I want to speak to your manager, but to the pharmacist? What's the pharmacist going to do? Tell you, guess what? We're swamped. Get over it. Like, and she's like, this isn't the first time that this has happened. It's like, look, lady, we all need our meds. If you don't like it, take your business elsewhere. We don't need your negative attitude here. That's what I wanted to say to her. I wanted to look at her and say, hey, lady, you're acting crazy. Calm your tits. Let's all be reasonable here. Where do you think this is? This is Canada, for goodness sake. Where's your... Oh, that's fine. Not that all Canadians are good people. I am establishing that right now. Canadians can be just as garbage people as the rest. I don't even know where this Canada attitude came from. I don't know. But the thing is that most Canadians are pretty polite. But I suppose that you could say that about any country. But apparently, Canadians are loved all around the world. Maybe it's because we're peacekeepers. I don't know. But like, you go anywhere in Europe and they love you if you're Canadian. And the thing is, they can spot out a real Canadian to a U.S. citizen pretending they're being Canadian, because Canadians, like, I wouldn't go to another country and wear like a Canada t-shirt. Because it doesn't matter where I'm from. That shouldn't matter at all. I'm very humble about where I come from because Canada's just Canada. I don't know where this like, everybody in Canada's really nice comes from. But, I mean, I've met jerk Canadians. There's jerks everywhere, guys. Not all Canadians are nice. I'm nice, for the most part. And I'm Canadian. But I don't speak, I'm not all Canadians. I am one Canadian. But, no, maybe we are nicer and I don't get it. I don't know. But people from the States will wear like Canadian pins or like, you know, make it look like they're like, you know, all flashed up in Canada, and they can spot them out because for whatever reason, I don't know, other countries don't like the US. I'm just gonna leave that at that. But yeah, this lady was crazy. I'm like, dude, it's a pharmacy. This is Lawton's. What are you doing? I could see, like, this is stuff that I normally see at, like, Best Buy. Or Walmart. You know, Walmart, that's ridiculous. It's Walmart. Get over yourself. You're shopping at Walmart. Oh my gosh, if I ever seen that at a Dollarama, I think I'd lose my ever-loving mind. I'd say, lady, here's $5. Get over it. Let me pay for what you got here. Just stop talking. Go away. Like, I can't handle your nonsense right now. Because for real, I can't handle this. Like, I would straight up say, I'm paying for your stuff, but you need to take a hard look at yourself as to why you're looking for a manager at the freaking Dollarama. For the United States viewers, I think a Dollarama would be close to what, like a Dollar Tree is where you are. I don't know if you guys have Dollarama. I think that's a Canadian thing, but I don't know. Again, not really good on knowing what's Canadian and what's not. I'm sheltered. I don't really venture outside of my country all that often. If I do, it's probably to visit my mother. And then was that one time when I went on a cruise. But other than that, I don't really leave my country. I don't even really leave my province very often unless I'm going to New Brunswick, and that's about it. But yeah, like, I would seriously, like, when I hear stuff like that, especially if it's over something really stupid, like, I have to wait more than a half an hour for my prescription right before the freaking Christmas holidays? Are you serious? Of course you're going to have to wait. We're all waiting, but you're the only one making a big deal about it. It's not like You were dying. You seemed pretty fine to me, lady. You were walking and you were fine enough to be a jerk. What is wrong with you, lady? Get over yourself. You're not so important that your prescriptions matter more than the rest of us. You don't know if I'm dying and I'm needing some weird medication, but I'm waiting patiently and silently. But you, no, not good enough for you. Heaven forbid you wait an extra 10 freaking minutes. You are not the center of the universe. Our galaxy isn't even the center of the universe. Our planet isn't even the center of our solar system. We all revolve around the sun, lady. Nobody revolves around you. Get over yourself. What the frick is wrong with people? It's attitudes like that that really get me heated. And I think you guys can see that because I'm freaking out. I just think I can't get over the ridiculousness of the situation. I want to speak to the pharmacist. Lady, I want to speak to your mother and tell her how much of a crap daughter she has right now. I feel bad for any kids you might have had. And it's going a little far, but still. I want to speak to the pharmacist. I want to speak to your manager. Guess what, lady? Manager's not going to do crap for you. I want people to understand going to a manager doesn't do anything. Half the time, the manager isn't even a manager. I used to take escalations at my old job. I wasn't a manager, but I said I was. Get over it. And the thing is the only time that we ever really do anything when you're manager is if we've actually wronged you in some way. Not when you think we've wronged you, but when we actually wronged you. Like overcharged you for something. Then, only then will you get something out of that. But if you feel like you're getting gypped, but you're not, because half the time, no, 80% of the time, I would even go as far as to say 90% of the time, you're just being a little bad person. Censoring myself. You're just being huffy about nothing. Nothing. Get over yourself. My gosh, I can't handle that. If there's one thing I can't handle, it's that. Like, please, people, just stop being ridiculous. Because the thing is that you've now tied up the pharmacist who has a job to do and are causing other people to have to wait longer. You're causing others to wait longer because you waited too long or you felt you waited too long. Lady, you are the problem, not the pharmacist. The pharmacist is doing her job. You're the problem. Why don't you go and take a hard look at yourself and think, why would I react in such a way? I understand that you might have had a bad day. Cool. I understand this might not have been the first time this has happened. Understandable. But it is no reason to do something like that. You've now pulled the pharmacist away from doing her job, because I know it was a woman, because I was there when the pharmacist ended up talking to her. I was just leaving when the pharmacist was talking to her. You've now pulled her away from her job because you feel entitled to get your medications first. Lady, my medication has been ready, or was supposed to have been ready days ago. You want to talk wait time? I've waited days for mine. It should have been filled by then. But it wasn't. Did you see me complaining? No, because I understand that they have a rough job. Because I'm a decent human being, I didn't care. You got places to go, go. It'll be ready when you get back. Just stop being so stupid. Jeez. And I hope you guys all know when you're like, I want to speak to a manager, you're pulling them away from doing their job. You may not think that their job is important, but everybody's job is important. And a manager's job is very important depending on where they work. Actually, no matter where they work, a manager's job is really important because you may think in like TV and stuff like that managers just sit around and do nothing, but no, they don't. Some of them do. But You don't know that. I was a manager at one point, and I worked my butt off to get stuff done. And when you pull me away from doing that, that means that I have to stay later to finish the job that I should have had done by the end of the day. But because your stupidness pulled me away from doing my job, now I have to stay late and not get paid for it. Thanks for that. That's why managers don't want to come out and speak to you, because they got stuff to do. And now you're causing them to be late, because managers are usually salary, and therefore they work a standard amount of hours in a week and get paid the same amount. Guess what? You've now cost me my own personal time. I'm speaking as if I was a manager, but I'm just saying, get over it. Do you know how many times I've asked to speak to a manager? Maybe once. And that was because I was actually wronged. Not because I just wanted something, but because I was actually wronged. That's it. The only time I wanted to speak to a manager was then. That was it. Other than that, no. And I tell people when they're doing a good job. I'm like, hey, thanks. That was really awesome. You know, you're doing a great job. I appreciate that. I don't ask for I have asked for a manager once, but that was because it was a good thing. I wanted to give a kudos to an agent. When I was calling in one day, she hit all the points. Like I was training this, and like I coached to these things, and she hit all of those points. I was like, can I speak to your manager? She's like, why? I'm like, I want to tell them how amazing you did. I was like, I work for this company and I coach these things, and I wish the agents I coached hit these markers like you do. And I just want to tell your manager you're doing a good job. I think that a manager is okay. I think they're fine being pulled away for a couple of seconds, because when I do that, I'm like, hey, look, your agent was amazing. She hit all our markers, and I just wanted to let you know that you have a great agent there. Don't want to waste your time, but I just thought that she deserved, a good kudos to doing a good job. Just thought I'd let you know. You guys have yourself a great day. And that's it. I take maybe 30 seconds of their time to tell them how good their agent is, and that's it. But when I want to speak to a manager, you're not going to waste 20 seconds or 30 seconds of their time. You're the kind of person that wastes 20 minutes to a half an hour complaining. And you're the ones that threaten, I'm going to call the district manager. No, you're not. You're not going to. Those are empty threats. And if you do, you really have too much time on your hands. I'm just saying. Because honestly, why are you wasting everybody's time? Because you feel like you've gotten the short end of the stick? Lady, we all feel like we've gotten the short end of the stick. But guess what? Life goes on. You spending an extra $5 on something, the world is going to turn. And lady, I know you could understand. I know that you were I know this type of person. I don't feel like I should have to wait. I don't feel like I should have to listen to your stupidness, but here I am, having to sit through it. I just think this is ridiculous. I think you're ridiculous. And I'm not even involved in this situation. I am just someone who is awkwardly sitting by and having to witness this crap that you're putting everybody through. Because the thing is you're making everybody feel uncomfortable. Because we've all been patiently waiting and being nice and polite to these people that we can see are run ragged. I think the lady that was helping us didn't even get her lunch yet. And it was like 8 o'clock. It wasn't 8 o'clock. It was like 6:30. She hadn't even had her lunch yet. Because I'm pretty sure she said that. She goes, I haven't even had lunch. But you could see that she was run ragged. She was frazzled. It was so busy. And here you are wasting everybody's time, making everybody else feel weird because you feel like you shouldn't have had to wait and you've had a bad experience. Lady, you're becoming a bad experience. Just saying. Like, where are you in your mind where you think this is okay? If you were actually wronged. If lady would have said, screw off, we're busy, I can see that. If she just said, ha, you're going to have to wait. There are words I want to say, but they're not really appropriate. They're curse words. So I'm not going to say them. But like, all right, Queen of Sheba, no. You're going to have to wait. Like, if she was rude to you. Oh, and then she's like, it's nothing personal. I just think this is the second time. And I'm like, lady, I just want to slap you right now. And I'm not even a violent person. But I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of that. It's not personal. I just feel like blah, blah, blah. And you know what, lady? I get that. But you know what I feel? I feel like you're being dumb. I feel like you're blowing something way out of proportion. There are worse things than waiting for your medication. I don't know, like death. Or poverty. Let's not compare it to that. Let's not compare it to those things. But there are worse things. Like you could have gotten a paper cut. That sucks. Yeah, let's compare it to a paper cut. Because those things hurt. I can understand if you got a paper cut and got angry. I can understand if you stepped on a piece of Lego and got angry. Those things I get. But waiting for your medication? And I told them I was really sick. Lady, if we're here for our medication, we're all really sick. I don't know what your medications were for, but you looked healthy as a horse to me. And if it was a mental health thing, I get that. Mine's a mental health thing, but you don't see me acting like a jerk. You're not going to die in 10 minutes. If that was the case, then maybe you shouldn't be at the pharmacy. You should be at the hospital. Just throwing that out there. There are things that, yes, I think that would be okay to be angry about. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my opinion. Maybe you have a different opinion. That's cool, and I dig that. But let's all just take a step back and think, is your life really going to change so much if you wait an extra 10 minutes that you need to speak to the pharmacist and pull her away from the job that she's doing, an important job, the job that you are deeming is taking too long? Are you a pharmacist? No. Should you be able to deem what time you think is respectable enough for it to take to get your medications? No, you don't know what it's like. You're not in her shoes. You've never done her job. It's like when people used to tell me it shouldn't be this long to take this for you to do this. And I'm like, hey, guess what? You don't know my job. You don't know how long it takes and what I have to deal with. Like, hey, maybe my system's not working, but I'm not allowed to say that. Or at least in my other job, I wasn't allowed to say it. Maybe, you don't know. You think it's just a flick of the button. It's not. There's so much more involved and so many errors that can occur. I'm okay waiting for my medication because at least I know everybody's medication is getting done properly. Just stop being stupid. Just be a decent human being, please. Just get over it. So you had to wait an extra few minutes for your medication. Big deal. The world keeps spinning. Just please, people, stop being so dumb. I just can't handle stuff like that. I don't know where people's minds are. I think this takes too long. You're being ridiculous. And yes, I use that attitude because that's exactly what it looks like. I want to speak to your manager. They all use this face. I want to speak to your manager. I want to speak to the pharmacist. And then she's all like, it's nothing personal. I would hope to gosh not. Yeah, because I'm personally responsible for the fact that you're dumb. I say, you know what? No, I am taking it personal. I am personally offended by. Oh man, I want somebody to just go back out like that. Oh, it's nothing personal. Hey, listen, lady. It is personal. Because guess what? Now I'm personally affected by what you just did. I should have done that. I would love to just stood up, caused a scene. I'm like, lady, it's nothing personal, but I think your attitude is stupid. Yeah. Or, lady, it's nothing personal, but you asking for the pharmacist is not going to help anybody. It's just going to make everything take longer. Because you're literally pulling her away from the job, from, maybe putting through your medication and getting it done. So really, you're just causing yourself more time to wait. I don't get it. I don't get people. And people wonder why I have like social anxiety. Because people are stupid like that. That's why. I've witnessed so much stupid. I'm afraid to even talk while I'm outside of my own freaking car. Outside of my home. Even when I'm inside my home. When people are visiting. Anytime I have to have a human interaction, I'm always like, what am I going to do to offend this person today? Because apparently that's all I do. Because everybody gets offended so freaking easy. Guess what, guys? Don't get offended. Let it go. Oh, that's been said too much. But really, get over it. Unless someone's like stabbed you, then you have like an issue there. Like if you're getting physically beaten or something, like if something really terrible is happening, I am in your corner. But if you're waiting a little bit longer than you feel is necessary, come on. Unless you've done that job, you have you don't get to say anything. Oh, but I watched it. Blah. I don't care what you watched. Can't believe everything you see. Anyway, now that rant is over, I'm gonna go back inside. I've not even left my car yet, so I'm gonna go inside now and do my job. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really busy today. It's Code Red Day. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Kid Charming out.